Hello, everyone who's live. My name is Chris Trottier, and I am the Director of School to Work Opportunities for the Elkhorn Area School District. And I would like to introduce
Kelly Demrath.
So before we get started, and I hand this over to Kelly, let's do a little set some ground rules and some ideas, a couple suggestions here. Number one, we are trying a new technology that we have used before, and I use it for a podcast, but we're going to try it for this webinar. So what we ask is, if you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please use the comment feature, and we will make sure that everybody gets their questions answered. Our goal is to send this out via email, this presentation, so you can see some of the links. And as you can see on the banner below, if you'd like to learn more about the Gateway Edge program, we also have a very robust, informative YouTube channel that's streaming at the bottom. But without further ado, I am going to hand it off to Dr. Demrath, and I'm going to be managing the backside of this presentation.
Thank you, Chris. I really appreciate it. And I'm excited to use the software and stream this and have this available for families who are with us tonight and families who may need to watch it some other time, because I'm sure, as the Trottier family knows, the Demrath family knows, spring is a crazy time. So you making this time tonight to join us, I really appreciate it. So yeah, we'll get right into it. This is the CCA Edge Program Information Night, and this is for everyone who's interested in what the Edge program is, what it offers, and after the information piece, what is the next step if you're interested to take this further and want to enroll. So we can go ahead to the next slide. Awesome. So yeah, my name is Kelly Demrath. I'm the principal of the Career and College Academy, and I am the principal, the very proud principal, of one of two charter schools offered by the Elkhorn Area School District. So the first charter school is the Career and College Academy, that is located on Gateway Technical College's campus in Elkhorn. And so we are a small charter school. We serve about 250 students, and actually we are also held by the Williams Bay School District as well. The other charter school that we have within our district is the Options Virtual Charter School. And what families may not know, families new to the charter world in Elkhorn, in Williams Bay, is that our charters are very future ready focused. And we make an investment in all of our students into their future ready goals. And that could mean apprenticeships. That could mean a work-based learning experience. It could mean participation in our youth build program, or why you're joining me tonight, to look at that ability to start college in high school and have it fully supported and tuition free. So that is what we're going to talk about tonight.
And real quick, Kelly, before I go to the next slide, if our guests who have registered, if you would be so kind in the comments to simply just state who you are and what grade level your child is and what's your current school district. We would appreciate that, so we can better get to know you and know how to tailor our future communications to best meet your needs. Sorry, Kelly, I will get to the next slide.
No, I appreciate it. And so, like I said, the EDGE program is what we're going to talk about tonight. And I hope that you've heard about it a bit in the community or gone to a movie and seen one of our ads. But it does have an origin story, and it has a pretty neat one of what brought it to our area. Like I said, we are a small charter school located on the Elkhorn campus of Gateway Technical College. And we have actually been partnered with Gateway Technical College for some time. And we've always had students take their core classes and then use college classes to fuel degrees and certifications, and also build that high school diploma to graduation. But we were servicing students in 11th and 12th grade. And students who wanted their associate's degree, which is the highest degree diploma offered at Gateway Technical College, that is 60 to 66 college credits. And when you are trying to achieve that in 11th and 12th grade and still trying to take advantage of all of the awesome things offered in high school and be a happy, healthy teen, that is a really tall order. And so we had students who were diligent in that process. They worked really hard, but they were taking an overload every semester. And so that made us go to the drawing board and think, what can we do differently? And what was interesting is we have found in other states, Illinois, Texas, a lot of other states, they are able to graduate students in high school who also have an associate's degree. When I talked to my admissions counselors friends at UW-Madison, they said that students from outside of Wisconsin will apply to UW-Madison and they will already have their associate's degree. But virtually nobody in the state of Wisconsin has that. So, and I understood from my perspective that, yeah, if you're just trying to do it in 11th and 12th grade, it's really hard to do. So because we have such a great partnership with Gateway, I thought, what if we took that 60 to 66 credits and we allotted them over a student's whole high school career, starting in 9th grade. And that's why we are so unique. When we start students in 9th grade and they take 2 to 3 college courses each semester, that associate's degree is very manageable. And we find that there are a lot of great things that get associated with that type of approach. So one, it's dual enrollment. Every class a student takes is on their college transcript, but also on their high school transcript. So you're starting to build kind of both resumes. You're achieving the credits that you need for a high school diploma, but you're also, starting this really rich and deep college resume, which is wonderful if you're thinking about going on. We also wanted to be responsive to our parental concerns on college readiness. I think every parent is really concerned about, once my child graduates high school and they want to go on to a 4-year, what can we do now to make sure that they're going to be successful? When they launch and then they leave the house, what can we do? What can we do and shore up the fact that they can independently be successful in college, that they can, of course, do it in the shortest time length available, because it is an expensive proposition, but then also have it lead to a career that they are interested in, passionate about, and then also can reach those financial goals that we want for all of our children to be independent. So what can we do in high school to shore that up? And I really think that the Edge does that, because while we are having young students take college coursework, we're also supporting them along the way. Every day they meet with a college coach, which is a tutor. Every day that college coach is working with the professors. And every day the students know who their team is. And we're always engaging in those avid conversations of, what is next? What are you interested in? Because they take a wide variety of courses. They take a lot of general ed courses to be able to understand, what areas do you have skill in? What areas do you want to explore? And so it's that private counseling that they get through the program that's really helps them fuel that question of what's next for me. And then, of course, we're redefining college readiness, and we're doing it in an innovative way, because it's not about this future proposition. We are not building skills now for you to use in 4 years. We're building skills now for you to try out in the college environment right away. And so it is really interesting to see our students, our cohort right now. They're just finishing up their spring semester, and just seeing their growth that they've had in 1 year is pretty amazing. They started the year taking their first college course, starting out as 9th graders, and now they have finished the school year and they've finished some really amazing coursework, but they've also built some really great skills doing it. So, yeah. All right. So what does the associate's degree look like? What are our program goals? So one is a small cohort of students. One of the benefits of being a charter school is that we don't have 1,000 students. We have about 250. And that means that everybody gets individual counseling. Everybody gets their own personal schedule if they want to. And we just have a lot more time and space to really dig into each student and what they're interested in. We've created an intentional pathway of courses that encompasses the core classes students require for graduation. So every year, they take math, science, social studies, and English at the college level. Their core classes are in the morning from 8 to 11. And Chris, Mr. Trotter, please stop me if there's a question that we have to address, okay?
I will definitely take care of that. I am going to feed the comments to encourage additional people to present questions.
Awesome. So every morning, the program starts at 8 a.m. and the students have core classes until 11. And those core classes, like I said, are the core classes that count on both their high school transcript and their college transcript. I guess the best example is our general biology class. You can take biology at the high school, but our EDGE students take it at the college level, which counts to transfer to four-year universities. It's a 4-credit lab class. So they're really getting, some great skills about lecture, coursework, laboratory coursework, and they get to start their college transcript, which is wonderful. The other way that our program is very unique is that other schools that may allow 11th and 12th graders to go into the college environment, they have those students take college courses with anybody else who applies, which in our technical college system, that could mean adults. And if we are starting students in 9th grade, we want to make sure that they're only going to school with other high school students. And so what I do intentionally is I work with Gateway and I purchase these classes as closed classes so that the only students taking the classes at the times that they are being offered for our group is only for our group. There are no adults who can apply or can take these courses. So that's another way that we intentionally tailor this for high school students. On Gateway's end, though, it is really wonderful because they select the professor who is going to be the most successful with our high school students. And I'll go back to biology. This is Dr. Mack. You can see his picture right here. He's amazing, as are all of the professors that we have. They're high energy. They want to teach our high school students, and they really want to work with us, which is wonderful. It is college level coursework. That is one of the pieces that was really important in the program. We have students take the actual college courses that they would take at Gateway Technical College or any of the other college systems. We don't ask them to modify the courses. We don't ask them to modify the schedules. And that's really important because if we want the students to be successful in the college environment, we want to be able to bridge all of those skills so that they are ready. Another piece about the college level coursework that is really important in our program is that students have to placement test to get in. And so all students who are interested in pursuing the EDGE program, they fill out an application and we schedule their placement test. I go up with the student, I stay with them, I pay for the test, and then we go over the score report together with the student and their family. And we do that in an individual meeting. So even students who are interested in applying, I would say, let's go ahead and take the placement test. Let's see, where your reading, ELA, and math abilities are. I have to say, all of the students who applied for our first cohort passed their placement tests. They had some butterflies. they were worried about taking the test, but they all did great. And on Gateway's side, it was really amazing for them to see students before ninth grade take and pass a college placement test. Okay. Is this the question, Mr. Trottier? Excellent. We have a question. The question is about, if they participate in this program, does it limit their options for extracurricular classes, as they would only be available in the afternoon? Great question. Thanks for asking that. So our students, their schedule is from 8 to 11 in the morning for their core classes. Our students decide what they want to do for the afternoon. Many of our students decide that they want to go back to Elkhorn High School for the afternoon. So we have a bus at 11 o'clock that takes them back to Elkhorn High School. They're able to have lunch there. I believe they have wind time there. And then they have 2 elective classes in the afternoon. And so that allows them to take hands-on electives at the high school. It allows them to participate in band and choir and really still have the high school experience that they want to have. And then, to answer your question, they are there for any athletics or extracurricular activities after school, which is great. And that lunchtime is really important, because that also is when some of the clubs and teams meet as well. So we want them to have the best of everything. We don't want to limit any of their high school experience. We just kind of want to add some more accelerated coursework if that's what they're looking at, and free college credits, of course. But we sit down with the high school and we work on everybody's schedule to make sure that they have the classes and extracurriculars and athletics that they want. And so they can fully participate. Our students, they participate in the musical and the activities and athletics and dances. So they really feel that they are students in both places. So I hope I answered that question. With college coursework, I put Spider-Man up there because with great power comes great responsibility. And this is a higher level. This is an accelerated level of learning. So students who are interested in that program do have to realize that with this great opportunity does come great responsibility. And so in terms of like doing the homework, doing the work on time, and being ready to embrace every part of the course, whether it's labs or group work or whatnot. It's done at the college level. So there is that greater expectation that they are fully open to all of those experiences. Now, we do have assistants there. We do have teachers from the CCA that do help and can tutor and things like that. But we just want students to be aware of what the expectation is. Also, like I just said, there's dedicated CCA teacher support on academics, homework help, college expectations, and skill enhancement. So I think what's really special about the program is that the Wisconsin Technical College system has a transfer agreement with all Wisconsin four-year universities. So we intentionally pick these courses to be fully transferable to any four-year UW system school. But that extra layer is that we also make sure that we're picking classes that are general enough to transfer to really most four-year universities everywhere. So the Intro to Psychology course that you take at Gateway Technical College will be the same one taught in Illinois, taught in Minnesota. And we can even look, there's a transfer website to look. We had a student just this week wondering about a university out west. And we were able to look up and see what is transferable. So, all right. Every student has personalized career coaching. We want every student to be able to maximize this experience. And for some students, it is doing the Edge in the morning and the high school in the afternoon. There are some students who aren't very interested in going to the high school in the afternoon, and that's okay. That is where this personalized career coaching and scheduling comes in. We have some students who have decided that they want to do an apprenticeship in the afternoon. And so then we work with our director of school to work opportunities to make that happen, because getting kids into the community and actually figuring out what they want to do by being in those placements is highly valuable. We have other students who pursue a more specific pathway through Gateway Technical College. And that's okay too. We have students who do the morning Edge, have afternoon or have their lunch at Gateway, and then in the afternoon actually participate in an academy where they're gaining another certification. And again, that is all tuition free as well. Gateway has just a plethora of programs, and there's always something in the medical field, computer science, engineering, horticulture, it's endless, business, for students to take part in. We also use AVID strategies. We do not have an AVID elective class because our students are already in college. So we're doing the AVID strategies and skills at the 12th grade standard with our 9th grade students. And so we are always making sure that our students are supported and that we're using exemplary practices to make sure that they are getting everything that they need, because this is a group of awesome and motivated young people, and we want to fully support them. We are going to try right now to show an example course plan. Oh my goodness. Mr. Trottier, great job. So as you can see here, do we need to make it larger or is it good?
That's about as good as I can make it right now.
Okay, all right. So this is the first 2-year course plan for the CCA Edge. And it starts out in the summer, and there is Gateway to Success. And that is the first class that look at you. That's amazing. Thank you. That is the first class that all students have to take at Gateway in any associate degree pathway. The class is offered on Wednesday mornings, and it goes for 7 weeks. We have all students start with that class, and that is the only class that they need to take in the summer. I have students who come up to me and they're worried because they're taking PE and health at Elkhorn High School in the summer. You do not have to take that in our program. There are ways for us to achieve PE through athletic participation, independent study, and we have health and nutrition embedded in our program, so you don't have to do that either. Then we have Gateway to Success. We offer that in person, but we have also had students who travel over the summer. We have a number of students who play competitive sports or take really fabulous trips and have to take Gateway to Success online. We facilitate that as well. In the fall semester, our students took speech and general biology. That was that 4-credit lab class. And then in the spring, they do college level algebra, and they call it elementary algebra with applications, nutrition, and intro to college writing. So our students come in at 8 a.m. and they typically have a study hall check-in, and then they have their class. College coursework is not 5 days a week. So our students had speech on Mondays and Wednesdays, and they had general biology on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and then on Friday we did U.S. history. Dawn, thank you for your question. No, we have students with the ability to start at any point in their high school career. We have the schedule set in terms of 2 or 3 college classes over 4 years. But if we have students start in 10th or 11th grade, we will allow them to take as many credits as they want, up to 12 credits a semester, because we find that that is really the point where we can continue to be happy and healthy and still pursue the college coursework. So absolutely that we would work with students who are in 10th, 11th, or even 12th grade to make sure that they're still able to access the curriculum. They may not have time, like if I have a 12th grade student come in, they may not have time to finish the associate's degree, but we would do everything that we can to help them get the classes that they need. The calendar for 24-25, we do have that. We would start really right after July 4th. It's the week after July 4th that we would start with Gateway to Success. And then if you want the calendar, I can certainly email that to you. But if you look on Gateway's website, you will see their academic calendar. And what you can see in this course plan is that we are looking at students to have a wide variety of experiences in lab science, in ELA, in college writing, mathematics, the social sciences, but then also language, because we want our students to have the competitive edge when they look to apply to four-year universities. And having an associate's degree or this level of college participation and success really puts our students above any other students going out there, especially in the state of Wisconsin, because these are the pioneers. These are the innovators. Look at that. Thank you. Okay. Can we go back one more? I just wanted to say, excellent. So here's something else. So I think we all have the idea that college is expensive, and we're not interested in fueling our children's loans for the future. And so just to give you an idea, if a student were 2024, the total tuition at UW Whitewater is $6,800 for 1 year. UW Madison, $9,600. So if you can, in high school, take enough credits to be able to enter these four-year universities as a junior, that cost savings is something that I wish I would have had when I was young, but definitely something that I would want for my children, to be able to have that savings now to set them up for later in life. So, excellent. Mr. Trotter, we can go to the next one. And again, it's personalizing your high school experience. The edge is in the morning, but what you want for the afternoon is really up to each individual student. Again, we want them to have everything to make their college or their high school experience as rich and wonderful as we want for all of our children. And so whatever that means, the CCA Edge, more classes at Gateway, Elkhorn High School, options virtual charter school. I mean, the ways to personalize your experience here with the Elkhorn Area School District, it is really unique. And that's why we want to make sure that everybody knows about these opportunities. So the next steps are to apply. And Mr. Trotter is going to provide this. He's going to email this presentation to everybody. Or if you have a handy QR code ready with your phone, you can take a picture of this. The application is not terrible, I promise. It just tells me that after this, you're interested in the next steps. And then we will reach out to you. We will schedule a placement testing date. Now, we have already had a placement test April 17th. Our next placement test is May 1st. I do not expect that everyone is going to finish testing by May 1st. We will have a third testing date, but I want to make sure that we go through all those steps that we need to and make sure that everybody is able to apply, get their questions answered, and then can placement test. And then we set up those meetings and go over the test results. And that's the placement meeting. And thank you so much for being with us tonight. Are there other questions that we can answer?
It does not appear that there are questions, Kelly.
That's all right. That means I did a great job.
Great
That's
job.
what I'm hoping. But I think in this experience with the Edge, I think we have changed a lot of hearts and minds for people, especially people at Gateway, of what students can achieve and at what age they can achieve them. Some of the things in our first cohort that I found really amazing is the level of togetherness and belonging that I found. They're a tight cohort of under 20 students, and they are a great group in terms of supporting each other. They help each other outside of school. Because if they have a question, they have a whole cohort to help them answer it. So it's really been a very special experience, and one that I'm just so happy to share. And I want to thank everybody for telling me how great I did. You guys are awesome. I appreciate it. But yeah, if there's any other questions, or if you just want to schedule a meeting with me, my email and phone number is right there. We can talk about any questions that you have.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for attending. We had people on Twitter today. We had people on Facebook, YouTube, and we had our registrants also in attendance. As I said in the beginning, we're using a tool that has become common, at least for me, but I'm using it in a different way. So my goal is, hopefully I can pull your email addresses and figure that out, and I'll get you out an email of the presentation, the YouTube link, and obviously the application form, which will be embedded into the presentation, and that is shared with anyone who clicks on it. And as always, we thank you for tuning in. We hoped we kept this to a short amount of time and kept it condensed. Kelly, great job. And anything else before we shut her down for the night?
No, thanks for spending some time with us. And Mr. Trottier, thank you for being the tech DJ. I really appreciate it.
Well, you're welcome. Everybody have a good night.
Bye, guys. One herd.